listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are #1. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper.
That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes. Boy, that is good news.
All right, welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. It is Friday, August 28th of 2026. Giant show today. My God, we're loaded. My name is Corey Cove. I'm in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. There's Zach Alverson. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning.
There's John Creasel. Hi, John Creasel.
What's up? Hello. Oh, boy.
And then live in Las Vegas, Nevada, Meat Sauce Paul Lambert and Chris Hockey.
Hello, everyone. How is everybody?
Great.
What time did you guys go to bed last night, or are you still awake? I know Paul is not still awake.
No chance. You know me well. Yeah, no way. I went to bed probably about 9:30.
Okay.
So, Hawk, let's just say you can tell what time Hockey went to bed by about 2 minutes ago. He showed me a sex doll he wants to buy off Facebook Marketplace.
Greasy.
So he's real tired.
First of all, I wouldn't buy one off Facebook Marketplace because that means it's used, and even I'm not going to do that.
No.
Second of all, no, I'm not. Now, you don't buy a used one. No, you don't. Second of all, we did have a really good discussion. And by the way, don't pretend you didn't agree with me. Because one of the things we talked about, Corey, and I know you agree with me, Corey, when I say this, and one of the things that I love about...
Oh, boy.
One of those things I love about watching those robots run those foot races is that's one step closer to having sex.
Jeez.
Am I right?
Yep.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
The thing about Facebook Marketplace, too, is there is a method to their madness. For instance, I keep being solicited for purchasing, like, a cabin. I don't need a cabin, but I must have been talking about it.
Yeah.
And like, camper trailers. You're getting sex dolls.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's always listening.
And
Hawk, in the words of the great Dick Enrico, why buy new when slightly used will do?
Yeah,
Brilliant. Yes.
Man.
At one point, he turned his phone to me, and he showed me this very attractive woman, and it was simply just a sleepwear ad.
Yeah.
He needs help.
Yeah.
He's too horny.
Was it the Sydney Sweeney ad?
No, it was just some normal lady.
There wasn't normal about that lady. That was top 10 out of 10. Let me tell you guys something. Here's the problem. Here's the mistake that I made yesterday. I slept almost all day, right? And then I got up and I walked from here to Circus Circus.
Are you kidding?
That's a long walk.
He hockeyed me.
You have no idea how long the walk was, and you have no idea how
You're
much...
right, I don't.
right.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't take a cart, John.
My life was in absolute danger multiple times.
Of course.
Because I walked through neighborhoods I shouldn't have been walking through.
Oh, you can't
I saw
do
some
that.
tings yesterday.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You've been in some greasy areas though, so you're fine. Like you have a look to you if you got to flip that switch.
Yeah.
They know that you lived on Skid Row.
Oh,
Right.
You know, and you just nod, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Nah, he's cool." Let him
You
be.
don't make eye contact, and you have your hands shake a little bit.
Yeah.
You give them a little weirdness to you, man. You give them a little
Out-weird 'em.
You give them a little stuff to you where you're like, they look at you and they think he might have as much of a problem as I do. But I'm still, that said, I did have one guy look at me and said,
Kiss
I don't
me.
know if he was commenting on the fact that I was in a neighborhood that shouldn't have been in, or if he was just asking a question because he listens to the show. He asked me if I was F-word crazy.
Yeah.
That's what he asked me. And at the point I was like, I might be.
Yeah, how long do you have?
I kept walking and walking because I had to get out of the slot machines. I had to get away from the slot machine. So I got up. We did the radio show.
Yep.
We got done doing the radio show. Saucy and I were going to go in a Uber down to the Strip, and we were going to take our morning walk. But his Uber never came.
It never showed up.
Which was
it was on like the other side of it. I said we're in the Garage Mahal. Never came.
Never came.
Did it update you and say like it just wasn't getting closer, or
it just never got closer? And then finally, I saw it. It was over like probably 2 blocks away, And then we'd been there, Hawk. What do you think we waited? Half hour?
Jesus.
Yeah,
And,
for sure.
And I just canceled it, and it was probably a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, because I went up and we gambled we had breakfast, a delicious breakfast.
It was great.
Together. We talked trash about everybody we know, and then gambled a little bit, and then went to bed. I slept for far too long, and then I woke up. I was like, well, what is the only thing I can do other than gamble right now? So I just started walking, and I ended up at the greatest casino in America, Circus Circus.
How did it go there?
He went to Slotso Fun.
I had to turn my A word around and walk my A word back to Sahara, and there I killed the Sahara.
Sahara's a cool spot. Yeah, it's once they reopened it or redid it or whatever. Yeah, it's just it's on its own kind of right there. I mean, the Strat is close, but yeah,
dude, the Strat.
You went there too.
I went to the Strat too.
Why?
Right.
What are you doing?
Dude, I needed some safety.
Yeah, he needed to leave.
Right?
He was in the spin cycle. Yeah.
I walked into the stratosphere and went into the bathroom, and I was like, I don't think I want to sit on that toilet seat. I think what I'm about to release is cleaner than this toilet. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez. The Strat, I went there, last time I went there, it had been recently renovated, and it was fine. And then I would go to the top there, the top of the world, great restaurant.
Sure. If you come in the side door, which is only open during the daytime, don't go to the restrooms right there because anybody can make it through that side door right there. And I'm going to tell you, it's greasy. But I saw some stuff yesterday. I ain't going to lie to you. I saw a gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here comes Mark Parrish.
Petty.
I saw a gentleman who had a part of his face skin wide open. He
said it looked like his skull was escaping from his face.
He had a hole in his head.
So this had been there a while?
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't like after an accident or something.
Yeah. No, he was, and he was looking at me, and
Dad.
and I had to open the door. I was walking into a gas station convenience store because I needed a Gatorade because it's 109 degrees, by the way.
And it didn't have slot machines, so we knew he was good.
It had 3 slot machines. Did you? I did not play the slot machines there because when I saw the gentleman with the gaping head wound, and I'm kidding you not, it was a gaping head wound. Yeah, Mark, that's the only face to make. It was a gaping head wound. You're right. I just thought to myself, is it rude to look at the door handle and then look at him as if I'm not sure I should touch this door handle because gaping head wound guy just touched this door handle, I'm sure of it. So I touched it. So I may be dying of some kind of disease.
That must have been the guy that my dad had met many times because he always threatened to drill a hole in someone's head and F some sense into them.
Wow.
Yeah. This guy probably had met my dad many years before.
This guy might need a second visit with your dad.
Jeffrey Dahmer literally met your dad.
Yeah.
Jesus,
that was an interesting walk, and I got a lot of steps in, and I
bet
I saw some things, and I've seen the Strat and the Sahara, and made my way all the way to Circus Circus.
So you took like Main Street down then, right?
I took 4th Street quite a ways.
Okay,
because it's hard to explain, but I'm going to tell everybody who comes out here with the Power Trip in November, don't do what I did.
Yeah, stay here. Stay here.
Yeah. Hopefully, most of them know that.
You need to do what our friend did. Remember, Paul, when they had been at the strip club very, very late.
Oh yeah.
And so we were getting up for breakfast, and he was rolling in. He walked back from the strip club, but he walked on the interstate.
Yeah.
Which we were at first kind of like, that's insane. However, you're not going to get stabbed walking on the side of the highway, most likely. Side roads, roll of the dice.
Just forget it.
Yeah, the roulette wheel off the strip, the roulette wheel of life has like quintuple zeros.
Oh, yeah. He was too hammered. They wouldn't put him in an Uber.
Yeah.
After he told somebody he was with, he got promoted, so then they spent a ton of money at the strip club.
Yeah. They spent like $5,000 on him to celebrate his promotion, and the next day he's like, I didn't get promoted.
Oh, my gosh, are you kidding me?
But the best part, John knows this, he told them that his boss texted him that he was promoted at like 1 a.m.
And it was believed until the next day when they were connecting the dots going, why would your boss text you on Sunday at like 1 a.m. or 10 p.m. Minnesota time? Yeah.
So good.
So you winning?
You know what? I went to mine and John's Old Faithful, Willy Wonka, and he the new machine took care of me. It's a pretty fun bit. Yeah, I
like that one.
I had to stop for a while.
Yeah.
I was in the spin cycle a little, but yeah, I've battled back. As my slot machine wizard over there would say, he didn't raise no quitter. So we'll be back at it today. But it's been, man, I can't tell you, and I'm not doing this because we're here, but this spot is unbelievable, dude.
It is
the
the
hotel
best.
rooms are awesome. It's just a fun, awesome spot to be in. I can't wait until we're all here in November. It's going to be so fun, dude.
The underrated aspect of what they do, and I heard yesterday you guys were talking about that you're going to likely have a chance to meet Derek Stevens, or you did last night. Just, it would be honestly like one of us having a ton of money and saying, I want to build a casino that we like. Because he's one of us. He's a normal dude, very wealthy, successful businessman, but he's a regular dude.
Out of Detroit, right? Am I
Yes.
right?
Yep. So he bought Fitzgerald up Fremont there.
Yeah, Hawk walked past that.
Turned it into the D.
Yep.
As a nod to Detroit.
We were there last night.
And then eventually bought Glitter Gulch, Las Vegas Club, which is where you are now. They leveled it and built this beauty.
Oh,
and
it's the best.
They check your ID going in, and that's a way to make sure that bad people aren't getting in there, and they know who's in there. And the first time I went there, I was like, what the heck? What are we doing here? But then when you spend time there, you're like, they're doing it right. This is the way you should do it, because it's just, once you're in there, it's just perfect.
It's perfect. It's we're sitting. I'm sitting in the booth that we sat in when we watched NFL Sunday last November.
When you were freaking out about McCarthy every 5 seconds, I had to tell you to shut up.
Yeah, but we were all right. But it's just a lovely spot, man. And when we're all down there in November, it's going to be so fun, dude. This place, as we said yesterday on the air, Aaron, one of the guys that works here, they were blown away by how many people are going to show up here in November. Yeah. It's awesome, dude. Yeah. They love us here, and it's just a great spot to be.
There'll still be more, too. These numbers aren't final. I talked to a bunch of people that they haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but they're fixing to, so.
And
they're fixing to dance.
I'll tell you, part of the people that are here with us from iHeartRadio are staying down at the D, and they said the rooms down there are great, too, so it's exciting. We're going to be, listen, if you've only been on the Strip in Vegas and you haven't stayed down here, this place, Circa, and the D are fantastic places. The hotels are great. There's some crunchiness to the streets out here, don't get me wrong, but you guys know I'm not just saying this. I kind of like it.
Yeah, he loves
it. I like that. I like, you got to roll the dice. Is that a stripper or is that a hooker?
There's no danger. Fremont Street is safe.
Well, there's so much security.
Yeah, there's cops everywhere.
It has a little bit of that grime to it. Which Circa, you could lift Circa and set it anywhere on the Strip, and it would be the nicest casino on the Strip. And I'm not kidding.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's like, it's perfect because I love it because I'm greasy. So I like that I can go outside and be with my people.
It's not a
John,
on this show.
Yeah,
a little greasy.
John, one of the last times we were here a couple years ago, we got a little hazed with the booze. Where is that pizza place we went to?
It's Pizza Rock. It's over by downtown Grand. So it's the road perpendicular to Fremont. Yep.
All right, I'll go there today.
You have to. It's that deep dish. Slaps.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
You can find a deep dish here.
Yeah. Here we go.
You sure can.
What's the Ben Maller update?
He'll be here. He just sent me a text. He's running a little bit late. He's going to be around 4. He's on his way here right now.
Very cool.
Yeah, he's going to jump on. He'll sit in my seat here and take over. But yeah, he's not even on the air, man. He sent me a text at 12:55 a.m. local time here and said, "Yeah, I'll be in there right at the top of the show." So I'm like, "All right."
Yes.
He must never sleep, man.
Yeah, maybe not.
He must never sleep.
He's great, dude.
Yeah.
He's great.
So that's, again, like way back when I started telling my story, that was my problem. I slept too much during the day yesterday, so I could not sleep last night. I think I finally fell asleep like at 12:45 or something like that. My alarm went off at
We can tell.
Hey, how dare you, man? I'm feeling good. I'm leaving the show today at 8, which is 6 here, right, as everybody starts getting in for the initials, because I got to go get on a plane to go to Denver because we got Vikings football tonight,
yeah,
baby.
Dude.
Crazy.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Corey, are you excited?
It's almost over. I will watch 0 seconds of it. Cannot wait. But no, Denver's lovely. You'll have a great time.
Corey,
Go on.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of big differences between you and I.
Sure.
I've known you for a long time.
He wouldn't have walked to Circus Circus.
Nope.
He might have. Not to Circus Circus, but he might have walked that far. But you know what the biggest difference between you and I is? Number one is while we were getting ready for the show, you were on your phone, and I could see over your shoulder the whole time what you were looking at on your phone. That's not what I would have been looking at.
No, it's just scrolling Instagram.
Yeah. No, he would have been scrolling Instagram, but it would have been a completely different situation.
Yep. Instamams.
Yeah.
Or again, we know somebody that had once an algorithm so messed up that he had to spend an entire weekend looking up college football highlights to eliminate the algorithm.
Who was that?
Oh,
don't know. Can't possibly guess who that would be.
He's really excited for next Thursday's football game.
Can't imagine. Can't imagine. Who that was. Can't imagine.
Maybe I'll just sit here on my phone and scroll gutter helmet ads.
Gutter helmet, gutter helmet, and gutterhelmetmn.com. Never clean your gutters again. Don't waste a weekend cleaning your gutters when you could do other things like walk to Circus Circus. Yep. Gutterhelmetmn.com.
Oh, seriously, what a star-studded show today. We got Creasel and Parrish right out of the gate. Right, Ben Maller's going to join the two of you in Las Vegas in a couple of seconds. Mr. Z in a little bit. But then how about Marnie's going to be here later? Yep. Kelsey Cook, who's having just a gigantic, 2 weeks. Yeah. We'll talk to her about that. Audra Martin, Brett Blakemore, Rick Fields, $123,000 up for grabs for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot at 8:15 and semifinal number 2 of the Initials Invitational. Then you guys square off next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
It all comes down to this, man.
It's going to be fun.
If you live through pizza, whatever today.
Pizza
Rocks.
Yeah. Well, if you can make it to the airport without stopping at Slots So Fun, you'll make it to the game.
If I feel it calling, I'm turning left, brother. They don't need me. They can get through this last preseason game without me.
No, I'm the wrong person to say this, Sauce, because I have 7 of this exact sweatshirt. But are you wearing the same sweatshirt? Have you changed?
Everything else I have on is I only brought one sweatshirt, and because of the GLP-1s I'm on, I'm cold all the time.
And all good casinos are nicely air-conditioned.
Yeah, so that's why, it's the same thing, but everything else is... I pulled the Corey yesterday.
Double shower?
I double showered yesterday because I needed...
That's hot.
Yeah. So, I am wearing the same thing, but everything else underneath it is different, including my Dundies.
Oh, cool.
These panties.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this. Again, split between Las Vegas and St. Louis Park / Golden Valley. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another.
All right, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show, Friday, August 28th. Mark Parrish is here. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, guys. How are we doing?
Mark, John, Mark.
Hi, Grease. I missed you.
Missed you,
too. John, Mark, Paul. If Paul was just here, we could do the John, Mark, Paul bit again. Remember that bit?
Oh, yeah.
God, I love that bit. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Daddy. How are you?
Good.
Hawk was going to buy an old vacuum on Facebook Marketplace.
Don't call her that. It wasn't just a vacuum. It was a one of those wet vacs.
Oh.
I had to look up what that meant, though. I don't need that.
Every household needs to have a wet vac.
Honestly, dude, I feel you. That's what I'm thinking, too. I might buy that.
Chris does spend a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace.
He loves it.
Listen, man.
He loves it.
I like buying things. People have things to sell.
I don't think I've ever been on it. Dumb question. Do you have to have Facebook to be on Facebook Marketplace? Because I've never had Facebook.
Well, sure.
I have a friend who his Facebook profile is just, I'm only on here for Facebook Marketplace. That is his profile, and he doesn't friend anyone. Or
not interested in socializing.
Nope.
He wants to buy stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Can't blame him.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that third-year Minnesota Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy didn't practice on Wednesday? Coach Kevin O'Connell said he still hopes McCarthy can start Friday's final preseason game in Denver. O'Connell said Wednesday's absence is due to McCarthy's lingering ankle injury from Saturday's preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens. McCarthy's played the first quarter and took several hits while in the pocket. Hobbled off the field Saturday, didn't return, even though the Vikings had planned for him to play at least in one more drive. McCarthy practiced Monday and Tuesday. O'Connell said he missed Wednesday's quasi-scrimmage with the expectation that more time to Hill would help his chances of being available on Friday. So I guess there's a very good chance he'll play tonight if he's healthy. Well, and this according to The Athletic.
The fact that the coach is saying he's hopeful that he will play, he's saying the injury isn't that serious. So if you're J.J. McCarthy, you need to cowboy the F up.
Oh, yeah. You are correct.
Get your ass out there and get some reps. Otherwise, see you later. Show some toughness. Carson Wentz was more injured than I was last year and still was out there, basically a shell of a human being, but giving it his all, showing heart. And then there's this kid who... the talent is there. I don't care what anyone says. He is talented. His problem is between the ears. You can't fix that. That is the biggest problem. And toughness is not something you can teach. He doesn't have it.
He's got to cowboy up, Zach. He's got to put on a cute little leather vest and a cowboy hat with a brim and some chaps.
Maybe some spurs.
He's
some spurs, some cowboy boots, a really thick belt.
Whoa.
That's as tight as possible.
Big old buckle.
From some sourcing I did yesterday, because I had to get out of the spin, I think he gets traded this weekend. That's what I've gathered from people who would know. I think he gets traded this weekend.
If I'm another team, I'd be absolutely willing to take a late round gamble.
I think he gets traded to Miami.
Just a flyer, and then you look at if maybe a change of scenery. I don't know. Is it the system is too complex for him and he's being overcoached? I don't know, but right now, and the toughness thing is what drives me nuts.
No, and you're 100% correct, John, as we talked about last year. He self-diagnosed himself a concussion.
Yeah, he WebMD'd on the sideline and was like, no, I'm out for the rest of the game, you guys.
I just think it's best for both parties if they move on and they will take a fifth, 6th, or 7th round pick for him and just move on.
Hey, Parrish.
Yes.
Have you ever run into, and I'm not saying this is what's happening, I'm just listening to you guys talking. I'm trying to think of the different situations, different scenarios here. Like if it's possible that, and I'm not saying O'Connell's doing this, but for a coach to use the media to get to a player and say, you need to play this game, you need to toughen up a little bit. Again, I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but have you ever seen that happen in hockey before?
All the time.
I wondered about that.
Yeah. There were some coaches that you'd play for where that's how you'd find out everything. They wouldn't really talk to you as, one-on-one as a human being.
Really?
You'd have to kind of read the paper to see how they felt about you and see how your game was. So yeah, absolutely, that's used quite a bit. And yeah, the other thing too is like the pressure. Like, who knows how much pressure he's putting on himself or that he just feels. So a change of pace for him is probably just as welcome as the Vikings need to move on. It's just one of those things that sometimes they just don't work in some city. Maybe he'll go on and be just fine and find his way into a starting position. I think he's still got a ton to show to get that. But yeah, I agree with Kreese. It's just time to move on. It's enough is enough. And yeah, he's so injured. And I agree, as a young guy, you got to show something. Like you said, you show your character, show your heart, show your toughness. And we have not seen really anything from him.
And because we haven't seen anything from him, and I will say, though, last year he showed flashes that almost none of the quarterbacks we've drafted have shown. Yeah. That's why there is a lot of talent there. But with how it went, and, last year kind of, I think, overplaying some of his injuries, this year, is this a situation where this is his passive-aggressive way to force his way out? Whereas the coaches, without publicly saying or having his agents being like, he wants out, he needs to go, he's not the starter, he deserves a chance somewhere. Yeah. You could have this injury thing to just kind of show like he doesn't want to be out there for this team anymore. Wentz should be the number 2, and if he's not, then something is crazy wrong. I don't know, but yes.
So if it's over, let's say it is over and Sauce is right and it's a trade this weekend and he's out the door. If we look at his entire run with the Minnesota Vikings, how much blame do we put on him for it not working out? How much blame do we put on the organization? And how much do we put on just bad luck and injuries?
I
Like,
think.
how much does McCarthy have to own?
I'd say at least half of it.
But half of it's a good number.
Half of it, but the Vikings evaluated him. A lot of the critique of him entering the draft has proven to be mostly correct. So it's evaluating. It's him, his performance, because truly you can will yourself out there and gut it out to an extent, and he hasn't done that, and so that is where it tips the scales to the maybe 55% McCarthy or 60% McCarthy, 40% team.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge, obviously, without being truly on the inside, and seeing it, as the team has, or
where Zach wants
to be. Teammates, exactly.
My God.
But yeah, he's
you're on camera.
He has showed that he has the tools, but just not quite the toolbox to put them all together.
All right, I'm looking at Ben Maller back there walking around. So Ben's in the building. So let's come back. We'll do Front Page Sports. Ben Maller will join the Power Trip Morning Show. Chris and Sauce are live at Circa in Las Vegas, Nevada. The exact place the Power Trip Morning Show will be in November to celebrate the 25th anniversary of this show. First show in KFAN history to go 25 straight, something we're very proud of. We'll talk a lot about that between now and November. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. The Fan.
The Fan.
From Beth. Get all the details on all of our upcoming shows on the concert page at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
All right, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Half the show here in the Twin Cities, the other half in Las Vegas, Nevada. Chris and Sauce were out there yesterday. They're out there today. Chris is on his way to Denver in a couple of hours. Final preseason game for the Minnesota Vikings, thankfully, tonight against the Denver Broncos. But live in Las Vegas, not just Chris Hockey and Paul Meat Sauce Lambert, but our guy, you can hear him overnights on this very station, Ben Maller. Hi, Ben.
Hello. I was actually off on the overnight tonight.
You were. It was Brian No.
Yeah, the No Show was on for me. I had some technical issues out here. I couldn't get a studio. You guys, you do it anywhere. You got power. You're a morning show. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but see,
I'm overnight.
This is why I know you're one of us, is that, you take the night off and you're in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're just sleeping in or going on a vacation. You're going to gamble. You're in God's country.
Yeah, I was out. I was at a steak place last night. One of my listeners kind of runs a place out here, so we went out and we've been living at large, and it's still beautiful, toasty, 97 degrees outside. So it's picture perfect, Chamber of Commerce kind of day here.
Yeah, and you have a Maller meet and greet. What, tomorrow?
Yes. Today is Friday, so tomorrow we're doing something over at this place called the Stakeout Bar and Grill, and we've invited a bunch of people. Who knows who's going to show up? But I'm hoping Mouthwash Mike will show up. My guy, the star, who's from Minnesota. One of your guys told me. I didn't know that he's from Minnesota, and he's a legend out here. Unfortunately, down on his luck, but hopefully he'll be there. And some a bunch of people RSVP. Unlike your group, you guys, when you do an event, everyone who says he's going to be there shows up. My people, they might end up in a gutter somewhere, so I don't know what's going to happen.
You said this was okay, today's Friday, whatever. Working your shift, do you struggle consistently figuring out which day of the week it is?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I generally think, I don't know how, you guys have, to me, morning radio is the worst. I've done it. As far as your body. Seriously, I don't know how you guys do it. Because I work overnight. I'm more of a night person, but I stay up. I don't sleep very much. And then it is odd because I kind of think the new day starts when you wake up. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of like, I've been up all night. So for me, I'm still kind of like, it's Thursday, but I know it's Friday. And it's one of those weird deals. But yeah, that's the toll, man. We need battle pay here because these hours, your hours, this is not that easy. You're not supposed to be up at these hours, I think.
Why don't we send a group email to iHeart Corporate and see if that...
hazardous duty pay.
Listen, they say guaranteed human. We're human, all right?
Barely.
Absolutely.
Ben, you're I know your guy Eddie Garcia back in the day was a big hockey guy, but are you a hockey guy or not?
I'm
not really.
Casual. I covered the Kings. I was there when the end of Gretzky, when he was kind of like washed up kind of near the end of that, and I was out there. I have fond memories of that. But like day to day, no. Sure. Like you guys, if there's something controversial, I'm into it. I just actually had lunch with my old pal Eddie. He was talking about, he's all excited about the upcoming hockey season and all that. We were yapping about that. He was talking my ear off about the hockey season.
Yeah, I saw that. It was at Raising Cane's, and that's the greatest restaurant of all time. So excellent choice with Raising Cane's. No, I bring it up because our guy Mike, I just did it. Mark Parrish. Former Islander, former Olympian, Mark Parrish is here. I didn't know if you followed Islander hockey back in the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, the Islanders were the gold standard. Are you kidding me? Come on. And that one of the greatest documentaries, I actually just watched it the other day in honor of all the shenanigans going on with the Dodgers owner and all that. I was like, the Islanders documentary, the guy that almost bought the Islanders, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the all-time great stories. He didn't have the money, and he was like a con guy, and it was wonderful.
Where's that documentary? Is it on Netflix or?
It's like it was one of those 30 for 30 documentaries. Okay. It was like it's probably 10 years old now, but it was awesome. I mean, I was like, this should have been a movie.
That happened just a couple of years before I got there, and that was the talk of the town and the locker room. Yeah, he was broke. He was just a complete con artist, and he couldn't figure out how to pay like one final payment. And it wasn't like for ownership, it wasn't that big of a payment. I mean, maybe $100,000 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. But he was that close to literally conning the NHL, conning everyone into owning an NHL team with nothing in his bank account. Like $27 in his bank account or something like that. It's incredible, and I love kind of hear I played for Mike Milbury, which is as interesting as it comes as a general manager, and hearing those two kind of go back and forth at each other, calling each other names. I'm like, you guys belong together.
Oh, for sure. Hey, and Mike Milbury, I actually worked with him at NBC like years ago. Him and Mike Keenan. Though I mean, you obviously you were around him as working with him, but I did the TV, and we'd go out, and those guys would tell stories, Keenan and Milbury, about their days. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, he's a great storyteller, great guy to have a beer with.
Oh yeah, that story, which you know better than I, but the one where he right before Christmas with the Bruins when they got in the fight in Madison Square Garden, they went in the crowd, and he was the way he tells the story is like next level, and it was really funny because we went out. There was a guy named the late Darrell Hamilton who played for the Milwaukee Brewers, and to hear them go back and forth because Hamilton was part of one of the great fights in Seattle back, I think in the 90s, the Brewers and the Mariners had this huge Donnybrook at the Kingdome. It was awesome, right? It was great. And they were going back and forth, like, because you hockey guys, you got the real fights, but then baseball, and they were trading notes on the fights. It was, I was just listening. I was like, oh, this is the greatest. This is awesome.
Yeah, you can still check out that Bruins, and you'll know Milbury by the one that's beating a guy with his own shoe. Genius. It's hysterical. It's a great
in
watch.
The crowd.
Yep. In the crowd.
That's pretty good. Ben, remind me, I don't remember the last time we had you on if we asked you this. When you're in Vegas, what do you do? Are you a blackjack guy, slots guy, roulette guy? What do you do?
I like roulette. I'm mostly here in the sports book, though. That's usually where I hang out, my day-to-day.
Good choice.
Like be coming out here and putting some bets in. Not too many parlays, though. I generally try to stay away from the parlays. But and I want you to know, like, we did not plan this. Like, you guys, there's some serendipity going on here.
Right, yeah.
That's the word.
For sure.
Like, it seems like every time you guys are out here, I end up being here. Like, and it's not like we talk, right?
No,
we're not trading notes. I'm not going to Meat Sauce here and saying, when are you guys going to be out here? It just worked out that way. And your guys, I want you to know, like, they've been hitting me up on social media for several days. I'm like, you got to go on. You got to go on. My guy Corey he feels like he's the forefather, my guy Corey, because he was the one that really wanted me to go on with you guys, and he used to, years ago, and so it's really cool.
Love it. Well, come back to Vegas in November when the Power Trip's there. We're there F1 weekend. Bring the whole crew out.
I would love to. I plan on it, and we'll work out the schedule. I'll definitely come out. I've heard stories here in the hallways that you guys are like packing the whole hotel. Your group, the power of this show, and so the Power Trip show is going to fill up the entire casino. That's great. I love any excuse to come to Vegas.
Exactly.
It's like a suburb of L.A. anyway at this point. It really is. So.
Do you drive or fly?
Oh, I always drive.
Always drive. It's like 4 hours?
Yeah. Well, there's give or take. We actually drove out in the morning, and then there was a car accident out in Barstow in the desert, so that delayed us for a while. But as long as there's no accidents, it's like 4 hours. And there's like stops every quarter of the way through and all that stuff. So pretty easy peasy.
Well, what's the national perspective on our guy, J.J. McCarthy? We were just talking about him during the last segment about whether or not he's going to get released, whether or not he's going to get traded. What do the Vikings do with J.J.? What do you think?
Well, I think they should trade him, right? If he's not, they clearly don't. They don't, from an outsider perspective, they've obviously moved on, right, with Kyler Murray and all that. So he's fallen into the doghouse, and I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You read these stories, and it sounds like things are not going well. He's just not handling stuff the way he's supposed to handle stuff. So you might as well cut your losses, I guess, at this point. And you got to hope. I've had battles with Kyler Murray over the years when he was in Arizona, so good luck with that. But we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'm not real optimistic. I hope. I love you guys. I hope it works out well for you, and I look like an idiot, but I'm not.
But you're going to hammer the under 8.5.
Yeah. Well, Kyler's good for like 3 or 4 weeks, and then he'll just be mediocre, and then he'll fall off the table. So that's generally how it's gone in Arizona, where he'll get off to a good start, and then you're like, oh, man, we got something. And then all of a sudden you're like, what happened? Where did he go? Is he missing or something like that? This is the weekend, right? This is the transaction weekend in the NFL with roster cutdowns, and if you're going to get rid of J.J. McCarthy, this is the weekend to do it if you're the Vikings. But you're going to get maybe, a conditional draft pick or something like that. You trade him. That's not.
But get rid of that salary. Get rid of the salary. That's the key. And Ben, don't forget, we won with Josh Dobbs. Okay.
Well, that is true. Yeah, if you can win with Josh Dobbs, you can win with
Then he sent Justin Jefferson to the hospital.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
Dobbs
in Vegas.
That was.
Yeah, we were there for that.
Worst football game of all time.
It's pretty bad. It was 3-0. It was worse than a preseason game.
It was
Brutal. All right, so if we had done Front Page Sports, which we kind of did, it would have been brought to you by our friends at Holiday and Holiday Station Stores. 4 Mountain Dews for just $8. Go get some Mountain Dew. Mix and match any flavors of Mountain Dew you want with our friends at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday.
Yeah, Holiday Wales.
All right, more with the guys in Vegas when we come back. We're here until 9. Again, initials at 8:15. $123,000 up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. Superstar Kelsey Cook will be here in a couple hours to play. Same thing with the Rube, the Tournament of Champions Rube, Rick Fields, Brett Blakemore, and Audra Martin. Those 4 will square off at 8:15. Marnie later. Parrish is here. Creasel is here. Ben Maller's in Vegas. We're packed today. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
And Stan, Weird Al will be there August 28th. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis on August 29th. Get the complete details on all of our upcoming shows on the concert page at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
All right, we'll check back in with the guys in Vegas in a second, but let's quickly get to Mr. Z because there's a couple of movies I want to ask him about. Hi, Mr. Z.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Let's talk Coyote versus Acme for a second. This is the movie that got just buried, right? It was like never going to be released. And now it's 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience score is 92. Everybody's saying it's awesome. What happened with this film, and what is it going to do this weekend?
Yeah, well, here's, from my perspective, what happened was when Coyote versus Acme was being made, it was being made basically for HBO Max. Warner was kind of not doing great. They had recently lost Christopher Nolan because they decided to release all their movies day and date, theatrical at HBO Max. And a new person came in and said, listen, this is not a good direction for us. And they wanted to start making theatrical films. And originally they thought maybe we can release Coyote versus Acme in the theater. They looked at the numbers and said, we're going to get killed. Let's just move on and start our new era, along with Batgirl. If you remember, they shelved that as well. Mm-hmm. Batgirl was shelved mostly because it was so bad it was going to hurt future DC movies, that they didn't want to wreck the canon of Batgirl by releasing it. And Coyote versus Acme was just that there was no tracking for it. And then there was an uproar online that, Warner's killing this art, etc. And so they said, if somebody else wants to take it, we'll take it. If you guys want to buy it, that's fine. And nobody did. Ketchup, there's a company called Ketchup Entertainment that jumped up and bought it for, I think, $50 million. And now they're releasing it. So there is an online backlash against the bad guys at Warner who are going to shelve this. So we're getting a little tracking on it. The problem is it's a Looney Tunes movie. Adults don't necessarily go see animated films alone without their kids. Doesn't happen very often. And kids don't care about Looney Tunes. And so it might get to 15 million this weekend. That would be a huge number for this movie. I thought it was going to be 10, but it could get as high as 15, and then it'll drop off, and so probably end up making about $30 million. Cut that in half, they'll get $15 million back, and then they got to try to sell it to streaming to get their money back. So that's what's going to happen with this movie.
Kind of an awesome plot. Check this out, Parrish. I'm sure you're a Looney Tunes guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The concept is Wile E. Coyote is essentially suing Acme for putting him through hell for years, right? Having things go wrong over and over and over again. So he hires a lawyer and sues Acme.
What's more American?
It's kind of awesome. Yeah, super good reviews. Everybody's loving it so far.
John Cena, doing his good John Cena impersonation, kind of that super serious corporate guy defending Acme, and then Will Forte there. So yeah, a charming movie, no doubt.
The other one is not getting good reviews. The Dog Stars. It is a Ridley Scott film with Jacob Elordi and Josh Brolin. What's missing here? Because the reviews are basically saying this just missed.
Yeah, Dog Stars. The problem we've talked about in the past that there's good movies, there's bad movies, and then to me the worst kind of movie is a forgettable movie. And I'll never do this, but if I could mentally challenge myself for 1 year today, if God willing we're all still here, or Zeus willing, depending on who you follow, that if I said, "Here, remember the movie Dog Stars?" I don't know how many people would. Not that, oh yeah, that was terrible or that was good. Just that it's just forgettable. It's okay. It's a post-apocalyptic world, a guy trying to survive, kind of something it feels like it's been done before. So I think that's the biggest problem with Dog Stars, is that it's not bad, not good. It's forgettable.
How would you feel about the rumors over the last week or two if Jacob Elordi ends up being James Bond?
I have, strangely enough, the studios make some really dumb decisions, but casting, they're usually pretty good with casting. And so, it kind of is like a football team where if somebody announces who their starting quarterback is, you're like, well, they must know something I don't know because I'm not there. And so I'd probably give them the benefit of the doubt that they know what they're doing, and hopefully not just casting him because he's hot right now or recently was.
Yeah, Zach. Anything else we need to know about that's either out in theaters or out soon?
2 weeks, Practical Magic, nothing that could do some surprise business. There's a movie called Buddy, that personal favorite of mine. It's kind of a Barney the Purple Dinosaur, but it's a horror movie directed by Casper Kelly. I love stuff like this because it's just outrageous. It's one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen in my life, so I just have to throw that out there. Some people, maybe of like Zacho's age, would know a thing called Too Many Cooks that got really, really hot in Social World about 10 years ago. This is the guy who directed Too Many Cooks is directing Buddy. So those fans of children's movie / horror comedy, rated R, very rated R. Buddy is a wild ride.
Awesome. Thanks, Mr. Z. Appreciate it, man.
Back to you later. Bye.
There he goes, Mr. Z. All right, now we can check back in Las Vegas. The guys in Circa, if they're there.
They're not.
Oh, they're not.
I'll let you know.
They just wandered away.
They're there, but they haven't put their headset back on.
Little Shop of Horror slot machine.
They're gambling.
That's a dandy.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, we'll do What Really Matters. I'll just do scores and stats around the world of sports, and then nobody will give you What Really Matters. It's brought to you by Ovo LASIK and Lens. Ovo LASIK and Lens. Go get LASIK from Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting. The Twins were off yesterday. They host the White Sox, though, tonight at 7:10. 15 straight against the division for the Minnesota Twins. 6 of the next 9 against the White Sox. There's Ben Maller and Meat Sauce Paul Lambert. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Sauce, are you doing What Really Matters?
Oh, I can. Hold on.
Take your time.
Fact.
Did you do some? Because, I grabbed some, too. If you...
Pretty sure you can do it. Twins were off yesterday, but what really matters is this. Teach Ben Maller something.
You may think the Caesar salad comes from Italy, but it was actually created in Tijuana, Mexico by Italian immigrant and restaurateur Cesar Cardini on July 4th, 1924.
No kidding.
No kidding.
We learned something.
That could be an initial sometimes.
Maybe it was.
Linked to Tijuana, Mexico. That's a good way to throw them off, Corey.
See, Ben, did you know that?
I did not. I knew there was an odd story behind it, but I didn't know it was in Tijuana. You guys ever been to Tijuana?
No. John, have you?
I have not, thank goodness, or I would probably not be here now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of the 10 most dangerous cities in the world, Tijuana.
Yeah. Fallujah was safer for me, I bet.
Gold medal winning goalie Connor Hellebuck is requesting a trade from the Winnipeg Jets. 3-time Vezina winner. He's 33 years old. He wants to move on, so he's hoping this happens soon. Zachary, your thoughts on Hellebuck out of Winnipeg at some point soon?
Shocking. That was a huge news. Some of the biggest news. He's one of the best goaltenders in the world. Obviously, we saw him on the international stage just a few months ago. So, Parrish, I don't know. That's horrible news for Jets fans. And,
terrible.
And it's so weird because he came out with this statement saying, I love Winnipeg. It's wonderful city, love the fans, but
I got to get the hell out of here. Well, Mark, he grew up in Michigan. Is there a Red Wings angle here? Or does that not make sense? I don't know anything about their roster.
Oh no, there's 90% of the league would love to add Connor Hellebuck. I mean, he's one of the top 2-3 goalies every single year. There's only one current goaltender that has 3 Vezina trophies under his belt, and it's him. So you can argue he is the best goaltender in the league right now. And there's just been a lot of frustration that's happened in Winnipeg. They've had some great regular season teams, phenomenal regular season teams, and have just not been able to quite pull it together in the playoffs. Obviously, with like Nikolai Ehlers leaving last year, going to Carolina, they've started to split up. And you get to a point in your career where the clock starts ticking, and as much success as he's had personally, our ultimate goal is to get a Stanley Cup and get a Stanley Cup ring. So, I think he's feeling that, and there's a few teams out there, like I said, a lot of teams out there that are probably, if not have the cap space, trying to find the cap space right now to pick him up. I'm sure Winnipeg's phones are ringing off the hook, but I'm really not that surprised because the team's just so many playoff frustrations so many times, and some of it has been on him too. And it kind of like we were talking about JJ McCarthy, a change of pace. Sometimes some new scenery is needed for everyone.
Right. But what really matters is this.
It rains red in some parts of the world. Red rain, also known as blood rain, occurs when high concentrations of colored dust or particles carried from deserts mix with rain, altering its hue. This commonly happens in Spain, the UK, and south of France, which are closer to the Sahara Desert. Red rain. That happened here, I'd be like, what in the hell is going on?
Red rain. Mm-hmm. Don't think I've ever heard of that.
We have purple rain here,
We
right?
do have purple rain here.
Well played.
Way better.
You had some red rain at the auto show.
I did. I once peed blood at the auto show. And then the security guard told me to go to the doctor. He was right. I had kidney stones.
Was he watching you? Was he watching the Hammer to see?
No, I just came out and I told these two guys, I go, I just peed blood. And they laughed. They're like, you're dumb. Yeah. And the security guard's like, that's serious. Yeah. You guys, it's not super funny. You should probably go to the doctor. I'm like, really? Typical dude. I didn't want to go.
We laughed hysterically. Remember when Corey peed blood?
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah. Huck tells everybody here about it.
Chris just showed everybody a winning slip. I assume he just found a win.
Did you find that? You were gambling, right?
What's that?
Were you gambling?
Just now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was. There's a machine over there he likes.
You know what? I got to go check. I got a bathroom break.
He's going to the bathroom.
Go pee blood.
Wow.
The Gophers start Thursday. They host Eastern Illinois. They're 43.5-point favorites. But Ben Maller, listen to this, because this is what actually matters.
Yeah.
Do it, Creasel. Wow him with something.
There is an underwater post office in the South Pacific. Situated off the coast of Hideaway Island Resort in Marine Sanctuary is the Vanuatu Post, the world's only under-the-sea post office. Vacationers who want to send a waterproof postcard home can snorkel or scuba dive 10 feet below the ocean surface. A special flag is raised above the water to indicate when postal workers are in the water.
Wow.
Look at that. Huh?
What are we doing?
Oh. They're probably open like 2 hours a day.
Oh, for sure. Like the one in Newport, Minnesota here, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you anti-Newport, too?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's right next to where I live. So.
It really is.
Yep.
Too close.
Yep, I got to
drive through it every time.
I got to meet Tenebe's brother this morning in Newport at the gas station. So never met him before. Yeah, random.
What a moment.
Good for you, John.
Yeah.
Vikings are at Denver tonight, 8 o'clock, right here on the Fan. Finally, our national nightmare is almost over. One final preseason game to go. The Broncos are 3.5-point favorites on DraftKings. 10 preseason games tonight. There were 4 last night, if you count that as football, and then 2 more tomorrow, and then we're finally done. Ben Maller, do you hate preseason football as much as I do?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, but it's good for our business, I guess, because guys complain about it, and then there's stories to talk about. But yeah, am I planning my day around watching some exhibition games today? No.
But will you be gambling on it? Because you can still bet on it and not care about the actual outcome,
right? If you guys have insider information you'd like to share with me, I will be more than happy. If you know the Vikings are going to rest everybody or whatever, let me know. Fill me in.
No, we don't know. Sauce, you have inside sources or not?
No, I don't have anything.
What are you going to bet on?
Pooping?
I am going to bet on, let's see here, I'm going to bet on the Reds-Cubs game at 11:20 because that's early action. The Cubs are minus 190. I'll probably money line the Cubs and maybe take the over because Pete Crow Armstrong hits a home run every at bat. So I'll probably put some grease on that. And
you hate betting unders.
Yeah, no, betting unders is for losers. I hate betting unders. It's boring. It's a boring way to watch. And then, I don't know, maybe, the Red Sox and Yankees are playing. That'll probably be on TV, so maybe I'll bet on that as well. The day's my oyster, man. I'm done at 7. We got a pool party at 10 a.m. out here at the Circus Swim.
You going tarps off?
Oh, yeah. My T-words will be out.
Let them breathe. Let them breathe.
Everybody in the hotel will be able to see me because I haven't taken my shirt off in 15 years. But it'll be fun, man. Today's going to be a fun day.
Hey, when you said we have a pool party, Chris has to go to Denver. So who's we?
Just me.
And Ben.
It's basic. Yeah, Ben. I'll bring Ben.
Ben will go tarps off.
It's basically been just me. I'm not kidding how many times I've been hockeyed. My mood turned around yesterday. We had breakfast at 7:30. I did not see him until 6:45 last night. He just walked away.
Well, he's not on the show now, and he's already said that he has like a 9:30 flight, and the show ends at 7. He's like, I got to dip out early. Are you nuts?
I don't know where he went.
He's gambling, and he's going to leave the show early to gamble. He's not going to the airport 2.5 hours early.
Imagine if he had like location settings on and shared it with you, and you looked to see where he was, and you saw him just in random neighborhoods off the strip. You would have been like, you would have called the police.
Yeah, I would have 100% called the police. He's like he told you guys. He texted me and I'm like, hey, you want to meet before we go to this bit? And he's like, I'm about to get a Uber back from Circus Circus. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That's rock
bottom. Yeah.
You didn't know he walked to the place,
He walked there. And like I said, it was a blessing in disguise that Uber didn't show up and take us down to the strip because God knows what he would have gotten into. He would have walked to L.A. He's just a walking fool, man.
There's nothing wrong with walking the strip, but you don't walk to the Stratosphere or Circus Circus or Slots of Fun.
No, and he literally went to Slots of Fun. He walked.
Rock bottom.
Yeah, rock bottom, man.
What a waste of time. The Seahawks and defensive tackle Leonard Williams agreed to a 3-year, $90 million extension, $56 million guaranteed. So another final piece of that Super Bowl puzzle from last year is in place again. He's only 32. I felt like he was a little older than that, but he's 32. Leonard Williams, what a beast. We'll do more of What Really Matters when we come back. Maybe Chris will stop gambling and join the show, but Ben Maller's there. Sauce is there, both in Vegas and Circa Resort and Casino. Mark Parrish is here. John Creasel is here. Marnie Gellner in a little bit. Then Kelsey Cook, Audra Martin, Brett Blakemore, Rick Fields. Initials at 8:15. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan. From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center. This report is sponsored by Staples.
Look out for an accident on Cedar Avenue, northbound before
5, and we are celebrating in Las Vegas, Nevada. Join Corey, join Hawk. You can join Sauce and a cast of thousands November 18th to the 23rd at Circa Resort and Casino. Live shows. We have a Friday night bash and Purple football at Stadium Swim. It's all going to be great. Book with promo code POWERTRIP for a very special room rate. Full details at KFAN.com/Vegas. And I'll tell you what, Cor. This last couple of days, looking at all the guys having fun out at Circus, it's making me excited. I don't know about you.
You're going to be there in a couple of weeks. You're going to be in Las Vegas relatively soon.
Yes.
And then the entire show will be there in November. Can't wait, right, Johnny K?
I'm excited.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
All right, Ben Maller and Sauce back in Las Vegas, which means Chris is gambling.
I think he's trying to call the hotline somewhere. I don't know what he's doing.
I saw him walking around.
Yeah.
He's getting steps in.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here he is. He's calling.
Hold on.
All right, hello.
I've been calling the hotline for like 20 minutes. You guys are making me sound like a problem gambler. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
What are you doing right now?
I'm up here watching you guys do radio.
Are you watching from a slot machine?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a roulette table over there. You can play some roulette.
He only plays slots.
Only slots. Huh?
Yeah,
Only slots.
Slots all fun.
That's where they make their money.
I just hit a bonus. Sorry, guys. I'll get right back to you.
While he's gambling, we can do more of what really matters. I'll do scores and stats around the world of sports. Creasel will change your life with something else. College football up and running. College football Saturday tomorrow. Number 14 USC hosting San Jose State. They're just 38.5-point favorites. And then, like Fargo Flash did yesterday on this very show, North Dakota State making the jump to D1, hosting Jacksonville State. And North Dakota State is a 7-point favorite. College football that Sauce and Ben Maller can bet on this weekend. But what really matters is this.
In Sweden, Cool Ranch Doritos are called Cool American because Swedish people don't know what ranch flavor is. That is why the product goes by the name Cool American.
Interesting. And Ben, I'm sure you guys talked about this a lot on your show overnight, but during the World Cup, man, the Europeans and the people from all over the world that came and watched soccer fell in love with ranch.
Tried to bring it through TSA. Big jugs of it.
Jugs of ranch.
Yeah, I've taken a strong anti-ranch position, so I am not in favor of the ranch dressing. I call it the devil's blood, but if you like it, knock yourself out with the ranch dressing. I'm with our friends in Europe. It's American is what it is. It's just change the name.
You like
blood.
Ben, you like Cool Ranch Doritos, though, right?
Well, there's no ranch harmed in the Cool Ranch. I don't think there's any actual ranch in there.
There you go.
I don't think it's
probably.
It's just some spice and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hey, what's your Cane's order?
Well, yeah, I'm a big guy, so I go the Caniac combo. You got to go no coleslaw, extra fries,
okay,
and then you get the bread toasted twice, both sides. That's a veteran Cane's move.
Yep.
So I want you guys to know, when I was a kid, my dream was to open up a chicken finger restaurant, and unfortunately, the guy behind Raising Cane's beat me to it. But I would have made my money. I would have made a fortune if only I had been a little older to come up with the format.
See, I'm glad you said no slaw because I'm very anti-slaw. It's rapid puke. And my favorite thing is we've had Todd Graves on this show a couple of times, the founder of Raising Cane's.
My hero.
He also hates the coleslaw. He just knows that people like it. So he's like, I don't understand it either. He always swaps out the coleslaw at his own restaurant.
That's great. I read a story about Kentucky Fried Chicken. The guy, the colonel, hated the mashed potatoes and gravy. He thought it was disgusting. But people bought it. And so I love the fact that the guy behind Raising Cane's does not like the coleslaw. Yeah, you got to know all the hacks there. And
See,
I'm in it.
The colonel was not a general, though, so he could not outlaw the mashed potatoes.
Sure.
See?
Yeah, exactly. I love the fact he didn't start that till he was like in his 60s, right? There's still hope. I can come up with something big here.
Never too late.
Yeah.
The Lynx are at Atlanta, 2 o'clock Sunday. The Lynx continue to be the best team in the WNBA. They are 31-8. But what really matters is this.
One fact that can allow you peace of mind during air travel today, Chris. The captain and first officer of most airlines eat different food to avoid an unfortunate situation of both getting food poisoning while flying.
So one can have ranch and one can avoid the devil's blood.
Correct. Yeah. See? It's all
you don't have the fish, right?
Right. Oh,
Genius.
Never.
Fuck.
Parrish, are you anti-ranch or not? Where do you stand on ranch?
I'm a big fan of ranch.
Where do you stand on coleslaw?
I mean, I could
take it or leave it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've had some that's good, but for the most part, I certainly don't order it.
Man. It looks so freaking gross.
Yeah, it's delicious. I love coleslaw.
It's not really healthy, though, is it? People say
you can tell.
Mayo and salt. Hey, Hogs, where are you?
I'm investigating the bathrooms to make sure they're clean. I'm just
Your
taking,
dad would be
I'm
so
taking
proud.
labs here. What? What did you say?
What machine are you playing?
Sorry. I just hit a bonus. Sorry. I'm making sure all the machines work for everybody, man. Just keep doing the show. It's all good. I'm listening. You guys are doing great.
Well, thank you.
Mark Parrish, yesterday we were talking about the rumor that John Hines, the head coach of the Wild, is apparently on the verge of an extension.
Yeah.
Are you hearing the same things? I don't know if you're doing sourcing.
I've definitely heard that, and he deserves it. He's earned it. The team has been taking steps all the way as he's come along, and they obviously respond to him very well. That's kind of a no-brainer.
But what really matters is this.
The next one here. Honey never expires. As long as honey is sealed and stored properly, it can last an eternity. This is because the combo of honey's low water content, high acidity, and antibacterial properties keep it from spoiling, which is why modern archaeologists have discovered pots of edible honey in ancient Egyptian tombs.
That's sweet.
It's wild. It can't taste the same. It seems like that would be definitely, the flavor would be off, but I'd be willing to give it a little taste.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like Mike's hot honey, John?
Oh, my God. Who doesn't?
It's so good.
On pizza?
Or like when you make ribs as like a binder. It's so good.
100%.
Yeah.
What you need to do, Paul, get some Mike's hot honey and then go to Pizza Rock up the road. Bring that in there. They will know you mean business.
Oh, I mean business.
They're going to know.
They know. Yeah, they can tell I'm out of breath if it's up at least a half a flight of stairs. They'll know I mean business.
Packers running back Josh Jacobs has been hit with 2 misdemeanor charges stemming from his May arrest, and the Packers sound like they are bracing for a possible suspension.
Yeah, I wonder how long that one will be.
Yeah.
I mean, they should suspend him.
At least for week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you read the story, they definitely should suspend him.
Yeah.
Cinny said Cinny tweeted yesterday they should cut him and he should never play in the NFL again. That was his take.
Who said that?
Cynican.
No kidding. Wow.
Yep. He tweeted that yesterday that he shouldn't play for any NFL team.
I mean, the other option is just give him $250 million and trade him to the Browns.
There is that. They like rewarding that.
Then have him rip the Browns fans when he's there. And
yeah. Deshaun's doing everything right now, right? Just that guy, man.
Yeah.
What an idiot. What really matters, though, is this.
Tom Hanks and Mr. Rogers are distant cousins. Tom Hanks played Fred Rogers in the 2019 film A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, but their connection doesn't stop there. An Ancestry.com dig into their family trees found the two are actually 6th cousins who share a 5 times great-grandfather. What's more, they're both descendants from 2 American brothers who fought in the Revolutionary War, according to People magazine.
Then how lucky are they that they never banged?
Very
right, like
lucky,
without knowing that.
Yeah.
Like that would be so awkward.
Weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that is kind of weird. But yeah, how lucky are they, man?
So
Think about
lucky.
it. Yeah. About as lucky as Hawk is at the slot machines.
I'm not playing slots.
I can hear it.
What are you talking about?
What is the bonus you've been hitting, John?
No.
Oh, my.
Hawk and I discussed that. He was going to come out here. When he has 2 or 3 drinks in him, he gets aggressive.
Yeah, the bonus
hits.
hits
He really
you.
does.
Yeah, he hits.
It really does.
He's a lunatic. Yeah.
There was preseason football last night. The Niners beat the Raiders 18-12. Nobody cares about the score, but Fernando Mendoza, 7 of 14 with an interception. How about Kirk Cousins playing a little bit to go 8 of 11 for 51 yards? So, we're in a spot where it's like, please don't touch any of our starters. The Raiders are still rolling out their top 2 quarterbacks for a preseason game at the end of August. What are we doing?
Yeah, the Chargers did the same thing. Herbert, their whole offense started last night. I said to Hawk earlier, I don't like Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins, right? He's polarizing in Minnesota, but like he's got enough clout to be like, I'm not why would you play me in a 3rd meaningless preseason game? I don't know. It was weird to see him play. That's like star players are playing a ton in the preseason. It's weird.
Who, me? Yeah, Mendoza got the hell beat out of him, too, man. He must have been, I don't know how many times he got sacked, but we were watching that because obviously we're in Las Vegas. and every bar I walked by was showing the game, and he got the hell beat out of him last night.
Yeah, I mean, you guys love preseason football. Why didn't you go to the game?
Yeah.
Well, we thought about it,
You know
but
what?
Hawk was at Slots of Fun until 6:30.
That's not the reason we didn't. We had a party, and also, why watch one preseason game when you can watch all the preseason
Well
games?
said.
Fair point.
Okay.
Well played.
But what really matters is this.
U.S. coins used to say, mind your business. The first U.S. coin in circulation said, mind your business instead of in God we trust. Benjamin Franklin was responsible for coming up with the initial motto, but the wording changed to in God we trust during the Civil War, mainly as a response to increased religious sentiment, according to Snopes. Mind your business.
Hey, Hawk, look right.
Oh, hi, guys. I'm just investigating this machine.
What
are you talking about? I didn't realize you could see me from there.
He's directly behind.
Is he behind? Okay.
Caught him on camera briefly.
Yeah, he's a hawk. He's supposed to be high up, right? That's, that's the thing.
That's right.
Exactly.
Hi, guys.
Said he was investigating a bathroom and then immediately hit a bonus. You know, one of those bathroom slot machines.
Yeah, he's a hockey, though. Anywhere's a bathroom for a hockey.
Listen, man, I don't know why you guys are being so critical of me. I'm the only one that has a gambling problem on this show.
All right?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Thank you.
As you guys know, if you win, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Win,
That's
no
right.
problem.
Thank you.
Solves problems.
Yes, it does.
Man, now I got the itch.
Yeah, man, you should have come with us.
Go have that looked at.
Yeah, Hawk's got the itch, too.
Go to the red door.
Go to Raising
I
Cane's
used
with
to have
Ben
the
Maller.
itch. Now I'm scratching that bitch.
What the hell's happening? We'll do the news after this. More of the Power Trip Morning Show. Those guys are live in Las Vegas at Circus Resort and Casino. The same spot will be in November. As a show, it's going to be the best. Parrish is here. Creasel is here. Marnie in a little bit. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
From the 1-800
This report is
Ask
sponsored
Gary
by
Traffic
Liberty
Center.
Mutual Insurance.